Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Civilization 6, where we have planted down our 8th and possibly final city of Antium. A lovely little city, a modern city, it barely even looks Roman anymore. You can still kind of tell it's a bit Roman. It's got a little bit of, like, you know, Roman architecture, roofing, monument-y, spire-y thing in the back. So that's nice. But yes, this is our lovely, exciting new settlement on a brand new continent, surrounded by precious, precious incense. Now this is the good stuff right flipping here, together with all sorts of progress elsewhere. It's all about the culture at the moment. I think we're doing very, very nicely on the culture. Also, you should shoot those barbarians. It's all about the culture and also about murdering barbarians. Meanwhile over here in Cumai, we're finally converting this place into actually having some flipping decent production facilities going on. And we're doing that because we've gained the ability to plant woods, which I'm entirely using to plant woods and then immediately put lumber mills on top of them. Because lumber mills are really, really bloody good. You better be using that lumber mill. Damn right you are. Our science has also just jumped like crazy up to 174, which is, I'm pretty sure, because, yes, we are now the leader of Geneva again, meaning we're up to plus 15% science. That means if I go over to the actual science business here, not only am I leading with 41 technologies and 174 science per turn, America in second place now has only 103 science per turn. Beautiful. We have now got a pretty commanding lead. If I can just keep the envoys coming in quick as you like, then potentially, as long as we can keep those areas down. Ooh! Cargo ships have started showing up. That's from America. Lovely. Yeah, as long as I can just keep the envoys coming in quick enough to make sure that we have got Brussels and Geneva locked down as belonging to us, and America cannot get their filthy hands on them, then I should be in very, very good shape here. Now, new trader in Arretium, I'm just going to send that down to London for a ton of money and also some bonus production. That will be very, very good indeed. The bonus production will actually help, help significantly with the production of Arretium's little broadcasting district that we're just building over there. Very nice. Kind of a mix of the ancient and the modern down here. I love it. And don't forget that Leo Tolstoy also needs to write his next great work.
All the girls in the world were divided into two classes. One class included all the girls in the world except her, and they had all the usual human feelings and were very ordinary girls. While the other class, herself alone, had no weaknesses and was superior to all humanity.
I did not know that Leo Tolstoy wrote superhero literature. That's really cool. Oh my goodness. A pirate ship just went over and murdered my flipping Romans. What? This shall not stand. Fire on them immediately, my crossbowmen. Lovely. That's weakened them quite a bit. But no, this is unacceptable. I would give chase, but I doubt I'll be able to find the bloody thing. If it comes down this way, I'm sending my privateer to investigate and intercept. It will be murder, but I'm not going to bother chasing. I don't think I'll be able to. Now, we've got ourselves one Barbarian Scout over there, so there's something going on. Hello. Ooh. Hello, we have found ourselves a new city-state, Zanzibar. One of the economic ones by the looks of it. Yes, indeed. +4 gold in the capital. If we send you an envoy, that's nice. Well, I'll tell you what, I do like gold. You can have yourself one envoy, sure. Ah, a Greek settler. Okay. I don't know where the hell this Greek settler's planning to go. Now, can I buy myself... Yes, I can buy myself one builder for Antium, which is good because I do need to improve this area. Like, this area is rich, and these tiles are nice, but I am going to need some improved farming around here. In fact, arguably, I should probably just speed things up by going over here and then immediately cutting down this particular forest. Because, like, it's an okay forest, but it's not spectacular. I can plant better ones next to the river, so I don't really need to worry about that. And that will just get me a big boost of food and production. They'll just speed up starting off. Now, time to start thinking about wonders over in Aquileia. Aquileia is, of course, the massive, ridiculous production capital of the world, meaning it can produce really, really tough wonders relatively quickly. So, Christ the Redeemer. Tourism output from relics and holy cities is not diminished by other civilizations who have researched Enlightenment Civic. I don't think that affects me because I don't really have any relics or holy cities. Doubles the tourism output of seaside resorts across the civilization. Now that's got to be worth it because we will be having them. Can I build this anywhere? Yes, I can, but only on tiles I actually quite like. Unless I just shove it over here. Yeah, That over there, that strikes me as fine. And when I say that strikes me as fine, I can't actually afford those right now. I really should not have spent, like, literally all of the money. I should have, like, kept some of the money back and not spent it. But there we go. But, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda, I suppose. Oh, did someone just steal a city-state from me? We've lost Brussels again. Bloody hell. Oh, Brussels, that's a disaster. That means... Oh, we've entered the atomic era. That's nice. Yes, I'm aware literally everyone's upset with me. I've just lost access to a very big amount of luxuries. Right, change the policies. This is a good idea. Heritage tourism. There we are. 100% tourism from that sort of thing. That is very, very good indeed. I tell you what, we can probably do without... Ooh, rationalism is good, though. I want the wonders for now. I'll bring rationalism back in later, but actually... I could probably do without the science and culture from the trade routes. That's only giving me like 5 a go or something. Let's bring heritage tourism down in its place. Confirm the policy. So this ought to give me a really big jump in tourism right here. It's not jumping yet, but I suspect it will be. Now, yes, I know we've got trouble. Yep, we've discovered shipwrecks all over the place because we know where those are. And that is basically just a new source of archaeologically stuff. That's fine. We've got plenty of that so far. In fact, do I actually have an empty museum? Yeah, I've got an empty museum right now. Which one is it again? It's right now, it's Arpinum. Yeah, next time Arpinum is free, just get an archaeologist into production. Yeah, that'll do. So cultural heritage was a bit of a dead end. Don't need to worry about that. So mass media... I could go into capitalism. That's a free envoy right flipping there. Plus 4 grade merchant points and market economy. International trade routes are all +1 gold per luxury and strategic resource. Ooh. That's gonna make a big difference. Yeah, and +2 culture and science. Yeah, get capitalism underway. That's just, if nothing else, for the envoy. I want the envoy. I'm not sure if this betrays, say, the politics of anyone who actually worked making this game, but it is noteworthy that capitalism is a dead end and it doesn't go anywhere. Now, how many envoys do I have? I've apparently got 3. Intriguing. So, okay, first things first. Reclaim Brussels, and then probably keep one in hand. There we are, I'm back in control of Brussels, screw you America. Now, Teddy Roosevelt. We do have a policy of not trading with you under any circumstances, but if you're willing to hand me a luxury I don't have, I don't really have the luxury of refusing, if you see what I did there. Plus, it's for Mercury, which is worthless, and he's willing to pay good money, yeah. Fine, done. I know I don't like trading with Teddy, but right now both of us are not in good shape, so bare minimum we can at least help each other out. Electricity has been unlocked. Beautiful. And that should, if I'm correct now, open up the way to computers. For all tourism yields are doubled. Yes, that is going to make a big difference. And it can be done in only 3 turns. And that's going to open up telecommunications for nuclear submarines. Very, very nice. Though that requires you. Ooh. Right, we need to start getting sight of uranium. And, ooh, we're actually starting to get into flipping Mars stuff here. And the music's suddenly gone a bit futuristic, in fact. Oh yeah, we're in the future now, liking it. So here's the thing, the game divides luxuries as intelligently as it can. If a city doesn't need luxuries, it doesn't get it because it's happy enough with the stuff it's got. If I provide amenities that aren't luxuries, then that means there's more luxuries to go around to cities that do need it, and they get ecstatic and can grow a lot faster. Which is good. So if I were to build an entertainment complex, say, just for Ravenna, and then just, you know, toss them the odd arena or whatever, that could potentially speed things up. Alternatively, I could, yeah, focus on the things I need to do. Ooh, a battleship. A battleship strikes me as just the sort of thing I would love to have, you know. To be honest, it's probably best to stick to the sensible stuff, like the stuff that we genuinely know we're going to get use out of, like stuff on land. Actually, you know what? Build a spy. I've no idea what they do, but I've seen I've been spied on. Let's go spy on America ourselves. That strikes me as sensible. As for Aquileia, keep doubling down on production. Give it a power plant. That's also going to provide a bonus to its neighbour next door, which is beautiful. So Arretium will also get a good bonus out of that. So, yeah, 10 turns for a power plant. Perfect. Well, if that's not going to produce any food, I may as well leave it standing, to be honest. Yeah, just get a good quality lumber mill going on. And when I say good quality, it's not even next to a river, but it'll have to do. Speaking of lumber mills, Operation Lumber Mills literally everywhere continues over here in Kumar. You guys better be, yeah, you're taking advantage of that lumber mill. That's good. You guys just get on with that. Oh, Greece just expanded. Where did it expand to? It expanded to the middle of a flipping desert. Dreadful. Okay. We've got some production going on at least over here at Antium, but yeah, we do have the problem that we need to get the growth rate up somehow. Remind me, if I put a plantation... Ooh, plantation would actually provide +1 food. Well, in that case, you go over there and build a plantation, because +2 food, plus bringing the incense into the Empire, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's worth doing. Okay, all looking good, and I believe next turn we get something very, very important indeed. Germany re-denounces me first, that's fine, they just love denouncing people over and over.
Museums are on the front lines of the fight for culture, of good with evil. In any case, of the fight against platitudes and primitiveness.
And the Hermitage is complete. Beautiful. And that opens up Rome to finally doing something else with its time. Better and better. Well, Rome could also have a broadcast centre in just 12 turns, which is very, very tempting. Or it could go straight to Christ the Redeemer. If it has, actually, it has a pretty decent spot to build Christ the Redeemer right there, right by the sea. It's not too bad at all. So yeah, Rome could do that. Cumai's busy for a while, still for another 10 turns. Christ the Redeemer or Broadway. What is my priority here? I mean, to be honest, Broadway is basically a nice to have, isn't it? It's like, you know, a bunch of points and slots, but it's nothing like that's going to change the world. Whereas Christ the Redeemer is genuinely kind of important, so I'm going to shove that right over here and get on with it. Beautiful. I'm kind of surprised it didn't insist on a mountain for that one, but I'm not complaining, it works for me. Now, we can probably actually do a little bit better with Rome right here, to be honest. We could probably get, yeah, actually, these spots here are excellent candidates for forest and lumber mill building, because Rome is a little bit shy in production. It's got, like, plenty of growth going on. Growth is fine, but thanks to just the ridiculous number of wonders clogging up spaces, it doesn't have like a massive amount of actual production facilities. So, might be nice to get a bit more going on here. Right, you build yourself a plantation. Lovely. So we got ourselves a plantation here for Antium. What are you currently building, by the way? You should probably go over to here just for the moment, just for a tiny bit more growth rate. Okay, computers are done, and my tourism just jumped like crazy. Now that's good news right there. I'm not sure if that's going to get, like, immediately reflected, but we're up to 46 out of 119 tourists. That strikes me as positive. And as soon as the Eiffel Tower is done, which will be very, very soon indeed, yeah, as soon as that's done up there, that's only another 9 turns away. With that done, then our entire empire will become so desirable, we can just start building builders everywhere and slapping down beach resorts everywhere as well. Marvellous. Now, the old classic of Rome to London still produces as a bunch of production. Get on that, because that means we can get Christ the Redeemer just a little bit faster. Now, technology. What do we need to do? Ah, yes, I know what we need to do. With computers done, we don't want to rush into telecommunications or robotics, though admittedly +1 production to pastures would be quite welcome in a couple of areas that lack kind of, really, to be honest, lack enough to get going. If we do chemistry right now, which we can do in just 3 turns, and that opens up a research lab for even more... Oh, hang on. Apparently we can't. We need to... Oh, we never got around to doing sanitation. Oops, never mind. Well, that's fine. That might provide us with a bit of bonus housing too. We'll do that in 5 turns, and then we'll move straight onto chemistry in only 3 turns. So in 8 turns, we're ready to begin rocketry, and then we can start working on the whole space business. That's what we're looking for. Ooh, and the Japanese have shown up. The Hindu missionaries have found us immediately and come to basically convert us straight over to Hinduism. Well, that's 100% fine. I'm totally okay with that. Now, what am I going to do with this here settlement? Because there's a small amount of jungle I could tear down over here, but I don't own it right now. If I wanted a cluster of farms, then... I don't want the cluster of farms here. Potentially, I'd like to keep the river clear, because if the river's clear, then I could put lumber mills on it. So I don't really want that there. So where am I going to put all my farms? I'm going to need a few farms just to, you know, start off the growth rate here. There's no great candidates, to be honest. Because the farms I do need to, like, cluster together. Because if they're, like, in a little cluster, they all pass benefits onto each other, and that actually makes them efficient. I'm going to say start over here, and eventually we will expand in this direction, so we can have a cluster of 3 farms around here. And that won't be too bad. In fact, that probably isn't even that expensive. I'll probably, if I just save up, I'll be able to... Yeah, 190 each, that's not too bad. So maybe we'll buy those squares and kind of fill those out in time. Thankfully, Japan has built more St. Michael, so that is not a concern to me. I was really worried for a second they might have stolen the Eiffel Tower off me. In fact, actually, that's a relief. That means probably wherever their big production facility is, if they were focusing on wonders, they were focusing on that, nothing else. Right, I bought myself a builder over here in Rome to get started on some forests and lumber mills, which will work very nicely. So that's already up to +2. Yeah, when we put a lumber mill there next turn, that's going to start being very productive. America just entered the atomic era. Okay, they're still only just behind us, but I feel like we must have more technology than them. In fact, I know we have more technology than them. The amount of science we have over them is ridiculous, in fact. Now, speaking of Rome, get ourselves going some lumber mills. Oh, yes. Ah, Austria's done with its campus. Perfect. Let's get some libraries built over there. Better and better and better. Now, trade link over in Cumae. Prioritise production as far as possible. Brussels would be nice. London is... Actually, just trade with London. Basically, just constantly trade with London. It's very worth doing. Can't help but notice that Rome has actually expanded to 4 tiles out. That tile right over there is technically part of my empire, not of America, which means I could actually get some extra furs into the empire, which would be well worth doing, but not before something I really want to do here, which is that spot right there is, well, actually, just check if this is... That might already be perfect, actually, in terms of appeal. That's already breathtaking. So it can't be improved. There's no point waiting for that to be improved by the Eiffel Tower, because it's literally already as good as it can possibly get. So, alright, next turn we are going to get ourselves our first little beach district. Very nice. And it's going to be, it's going to be literally overlooked by Christ the Redeemer. That is perfect. That's going to be gorgeous for the tourists. And there's even a little like bit of natural, original, that's not even like replanting, you can't replant jungle. That is original ancient jungle. That is just gorgeous. The university's nearby for tours. There's a bathhouse over the water. Ravenna, you can see. Oh, this is actually genuinely gorgeous. That is just like spot on. Just open up those 2 tiles there for Antium and get some food going. And yeah, both of those farms immediately become 3 farms, which is good. In terms of 3 food, 1 production. Very, very good indeed. And hello, we have got ourselves 1 new bastard who just showed up here. You, see if you can kill him in 1 if you can. You might just be able to finish him off in 1 go. My extremely well-trained troops there. Just straight up murder the scout. We've got an encampment up north, that's fine. Send the reinforcements, will not take a moment to take care of that. Germany may hate us, but they appear to be absolutely flipping desperate for gypsum, and they're willing to hand over money and ivory. Done. Absolute. Thank you, friend. Don't call me a friend. You've repeatedly denounced me. Meanwhile, the Congo would like their spy back. 15 gold per turn and 23, and also they'll turn over some coal. But actually, they want gypsum as well. You know what? I'll accept that. That's a healthy enough pile of money just for some gypsum. I'm going to work into the assumption they're not going to do it again. If they do, they're not getting their spy back. Now, this one I'm excited by. This little crappy space here that's utterly beautiful. Build a seaside resort. And, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Oh, that tile is now generating a ton of gold. Lovely. That is just nice. That is just gorgeous, in fact. I may be going mad here. On Pirate Island, I just killed a scout last turn. Where's the camp it came from? No, seriously, where did it come from? I don't know. Meanwhile, over by Antium, just continue operation farming. There we are. Okay, now that's starting to get somewhere. A little cluster of farms is much more efficient. And capitalism is done. Now, there was some good stuff here. In particular, yes, market economy. Get market economy right in there. That was really good. So international trade routes, +1 gold per luxury and strategic resource at the destination, as well as +2 science and +2 culture. Now that is good. I'm going to bring that in place of frescoes for now, at least, just to see what that does to my, my income, my science, and my culture. So just confirm the policies. Yes. And, ooh, yes. Yes. I like that change. That turned out to be a good change. Okay, now we've got some basic farming set up. Just keep bringing flipping incense into the Empire like crazy. The more incense we've got in the Empire, the better. As long as we've got 2 in the Empire, that will actually be very useful for happiness. And we've got a lot of luxuries right now. I'm loving it. Now, I don't desperately want mobilization, to be honest, but I need it to get ideology. I need ideology purely for the sake of getting the most advanced forms of government. Now, which do I actually want? You know what? I'll look over the policies later when it comes to it. Don't worry about that now. We've got a few things we need to build before we can even get there. As for Ostia, just keep on going down science. Science, I think, is going to win us this. I think we're going to be able to win science before anyone else has a chance to win anything else. Japan, meanwhile, is desperate for the incense and open borders too, and they'll pay... Ooh. They'll pay in marble, which is fine. They'll pay an alright amount, but to be honest, we've got plenty more incense coming into the Empire. Done. We've got plenty of it. We're going to be swimming in it. We just need to keep 2 for ourselves, and then we'll have 2 spare. So that's 100% fine. Ooh, I found the camp. I don't know if that was always there, but I swear it wasn't there a moment ago. Sanitation is done, and we're straight onto chemistry, which is apparently going to be done in 2 flipping turns. Oh, this is good. This is all going very, very well. Right. Move everyone over here towards this here camp. Lovely. Now, Arpinum. Arpinum just finished its entertainment complex. Now that is worth having a think about right there. If Arpinum just finished its entertainment complex, that probably means we've just picked up a whole bunch of free envoys in a couple of places. Because I swear 2 of them, their mission was build the entertainment complex. The power plant over in Aquileia is done. Aquileia is a real insane powerhouse at the minute. This I'm liking. That could have sewers for... Ooh, +2 housing. That's actually not a bad idea. How is the housing situation, by the way? The housing situation is not good. Mainly because there's literally nowhere for me to shove baths without actually, like, destroying something valuable, like one of the mines, for example. So I don't want to do that. So you know what? Let's go for sewer. Investment in growth is always a good idea. That can be done in 7 turns, which means, actually, let me just quickly check the tree here. That, then 5 turns. Yeah, that'll be perfect, because then when it's done, we'll be pretty much ready to go straight into rocketry and start thinking about, well, the big important moment. Space. Yeah, there we go. Get some sewers going on. Now this is good. Victoria is desperate for coal and is willing to buy it from me for a very big pile of money and jade. Gladly, I'm not even flipping using it, and I've got plenty of spare. And if I ever actually run out, Hattusa will just toss me a free spare one. So better and better. Chemistry is done. Beautiful. I think we know what's happening at this point. It's rocketry. Nice. Oh, yes. And that actually is going to get my quarries +1 production, too. Don't know why having rockets gives my quarries +1 production, but apparently it does, so that's nice. These are really, really big advanced things, by the way, and I haven't even boosted them, and I'm getting them in 5 turns. That's the advantage of having over 200 science a turn here. Oh, this is just perfect. I'm loving this. Now, can't help but notice, we've got Japanese missionaries for Hinduism right here on Pirate Island. Only 1, mind, but enough I want just to quickly check in on what's going on in religion. So Hinduism has only got 2 civs on its side. Spain and Buddhism has actually recovered nicely. They've actually got the Congo on side. Okay, this is very, very good indeed. So England has pretty much locked down its home continent, sure. They've got America, they've got England, they've got me. Whatever, don't care. But Japan is still pretty strong. Spain's pretty strong. I think England, yeah, no one's looking at an imminent religious victory, and still not a single person has actually taken over an original capital. So, on that basis, things are looking good. We're over halfway, well, we're almost halfway to a tourist victory. That is good news. We're looking damn good on score as well, and we are ready very soon to begin looking at space. Yes, things are exactly where I want them to be. Oh, what the hell is that? What? The Scythians have just come over here. What is happening? That's Scythia, isn't it? Guys, what are you doing? This is not good. Okay, I'm gonna establish an embassy just to try and keep you on side. We're happy to allow that. Good. I'm a bit concerned about how. Yeah, don't settle too close, please. My sincerest apologies. I didn't notice your city was so close. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm not sure I like this. You are too close to Aquileia. I don't like that. It's not even a great spot. I mean, it's alright, but there's no way for her to get fresh water. There's, yeah, some wheat, tiny bit of mercury, bit of fish. I guess maybe the mercury is more valuable to her because if she's from a continent where they basically don't have any, I suppose. Now, select a city to embed my spy. Well, obviously, it's got to be Washington, surely. And say, yeah, 3 turns to travel, 3 turns to establish. Yeah, get on Washington. Now, possible missions. Diplomatic visibility, I don't need that, I already know exactly what's going on in America, to be honest. Sabotage the production, siphon funds. Ooh, okay. That strikes me as good. Or, try and steal a tech boost. I don't really need that, to be honest, I'm already technologically ahead. But, Yeah, sure, confirm the placement. Send him there, we'll see what we can do once we get there. Meanwhile, Ravenna just keep building up a new army. England has a terrifyingly large number of warriors. Just to make sure they don't get any stupid ideas, let's make sure we've actually got some decent modern infantry standing nearby. And meanwhile, build a camp right here. And that is more furs in the Empire. Beautiful. And one scout needs to be finished off. Should be able to... Ooh, can't quite kill you. That's fine. Head over here. Shoot the scout. Actually, that might finish him off as well. Lovely. And we get to keep the dog. And I think we are very close to something very, very special indeed. I've been waiting for this one.
I ought to be jealous of the tower. She is more famous than I am.
As the ridiculous stereotypical French music plays, the Eiffel Tower is... Oh, and she looks lovely when she's lit up, by the way. That's gorgeous. I just have like... I think I've got like 80% of the world's wonders. It is slightly ridiculous. Now, with the Eiffel Tower constructed outside of Cumae, I believe that means immediately, if I go over to, appeal, my entire empire just got ridiculously, stupidly appealing. Yes, this is just the thing. And that means we need to go and build ourselves some beach things. I forgot we had cavalry there. Right, okay. What else do we need to build here? Before I actually kind of commit to actually, to building an actual builder in 2 turns or whatever. Ooh, the Sydney Opera House. I could do that. Wait, can I even fit that in? Ooh. Apparently I can. It's just allowed to go literally, it goes literally like over the coast. So I could spend 42 turns building that. That would be culture, great music slots. It's possibly not a terrible idea, but that is a big commitment of time. Broadway, meanwhile, needs to go next to a theatre square, and this is actually one of the cities that doesn't have one of those. Actually, no, before we do anything, I'm repairing the flipping lighthouse, alright? Repair the lighthouse for 1 turn. It's been smouldering for long enough. Just for once, it would be nice to actually have that working. And thanks to the beautiful new appeal, we can actually build straight away in this otherwise fairly useless tile, a seaside resort. Boom! Oh, that's generating a lot of money straight away. Get ourselves some workers going on here. We need quite a few workers immediately. 1 builder over here. There's definitely going to be a few of them dotted around this area. I mean, that space is otherwise pretty much useless to me. And there she goes. The lighthouse is fixed. Oh, finally, we've got a shiny, shiny lighthouse. Though sadly, we cannot build the Great Lighthouse. We were a bit late with that. Unfortunately, someone, I think it was Spain, finally flipping got around to that. And, oh, I am happy with that level of tourism. That is a good level of tourism right flipping there. Oh, yeah. We're not just leading tourism. We're leading by flipping miles. But tourism is only the backup, ladies and gentlemen. I think we can do much, much better than that. Next time, as rocketry approaches, I think it's time to put a Roman into space. So, that's coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Civilization 6. Thank you very much, and goodbye. You should have got up faster. Well, as long as Anne's alright. I like Anne. She's my favourite character who hasn't said or done anything so far this game. I know this is slow, but I'm not wasting my weapon on you. You're not flipping worth it. I should not do too much more ramming. Oh, who am I kidding? I'll ram anything I see.